the most recent caution, Sergio Pena came onto pit road to have service done to his car and left his pit stall with an air gun. And so the problem was that you can't do that. So he had to come in and serve a penalty. That has taken place. Green flag back in the air now. Brett Moffitt on the outside of Corey LaJoie.
Corey holds on to that lead. Brett Moffitt's going to fight on the outside. There's DiBenedetto, the 15 on the inside, row number 2, side by side with Benny Gordon, the 66.
Benny Gordon running very well. Benny Gordon's best career finish, 10th at Gresham earlier this year, so looking to improve on that.
Yeah, but Benny Gordon is a 5-time Pro Cup champion or something like that, so he knows how to get it done in these kind of cars.
Battling on the outside of Matt DiBenedetto for that 3rd spot, and Gordon takes it as we see Corey LaJoie clearing the 0-0 of Brett Moffitt.
Benny Gordon has been able to pull ahead of that battle with Matt DiBenedetto. Chase Elliott right now running in the 5th spot.
Elliott making a good rebound after his poor start. Corey LaJoie, Brett Moffitt continuing for the lead. Here comes Moffitt on the inside. LaJoie slips up the racetrack. They make contact coming out of 4.
And all the way down the first half of the straightaway they were together.
Donut on the side of that 0-0. And Moffitt now takes the spot away from Corey LaJoie. Moffitt back in front.
Just drives it hard down in turn number 1, able to clear Corey LaJoie.
Still see the smoke coming out of the 15 of Matt DiBenedetto running in the 3rd spot. Benny Gordon back in 4th. Chase Elliott in 5th. Battle for the 6th spot. Here comes Gresham after starting on the pole, having a pit miscue. Now he's battling to get back in the top 5.
We talked about him needing a caution flag to get that track position back. He got it. He earned his way up to the top 10. Now this track position is going to get him towards the top 5.
Here comes the race for the top 5. Chase Elliott has that 5th spot. Here comes Gresham to the inside trying to take it away.
Going to pull to the inside of Chase Elliott. How about the 46 of Brandon Godovic? Great run for him early on, running up in the top 10.
Normally we see Brandon and his father Rick running in these races. Rick not entered in this one, but Brandon having a great run. Right on the back bumper of that 18 of Max Gresham.
Max is showing a lot of patience here to try to get by the 9 of Chase Elliott.
Trying to get back up to the front after starting on the pole and leading quite a few laps to start this race.
That smoke continuing from Matt DiBenedetto's car.
Biding his time right now is Max Gresham. Coming into this race, your points leader.
What a great run through the flat part of the center of the corner. Able to pull up beside of Chase Elliott.
Second in points, Matt DiBenedetto in front of him. They continue battle for that 5th spot.
I think Max has decided now is the time he wants to get by this 9, and he's able to clear him through the center of turn 1 and 2.
So Gresham moves up into 5th. Now he'll try to get by that 66 of Benny Gordon. A great run back through the field for Max Gresham.
Max pitted a lot later than a lot of these cars, a caution or 2 later, so you know he probably has a little bit fresher tires than they do.
One of your storylines, how late do you get tires? And right now, Max Gresham, one of the latest with those fresh tires. DJ Shaw to the inside of Dale Quarterly.
Jimmy Weller in that 10 car, his first ever start here in the series, doing a nice job running ahead of the 2 of Ryan Gifford.
Ryan Gifford, he's finished 2nd twice in this series, so pretty impressive for Weller to be able to run in front of him. Weller chasing that 32 of Dale Quarterly.
Dale just running a limited schedule this year. There was a problem. The 62 of Andrew Smith, obviously the left front tire is down on that car.
So Smith will make it to the access road as we see our leaders go by. Eddie McDonald in front of our leaders right now.
Yeah, Eddie McDonald was not in the right alignment on that restart, had to go suffer a pass-through penalty. So right now he is on the tail end of the lead lap right in front of our leader, Brett Moffitt.
Trying to stay on the lead lap if he can. We've completed 90 of the 125 laps, 35 to go. Moffitt in front of Corey LaJoie. Now a battle for the 3rd spot.
Max Gresham looks to the inside of the 15 of Matt DiBenedetto in that battle for 3rd. Not able to do it that time.
So Moffitt and LaJoie with 3 car lengths between the 2. Now Moffitt will have to try to work around the slower traffic of that 71 of Eddie McDonald. Still a great battle back outside the top 10 for 12th. Dale Quarterly on the outside of that 10 of Jimmy Weller.
Yeah, Jimmy Weller, that's actually a car that he shares with Ryan Blaney. Ryan's run it a couple times this year, Iowa and Richmond. And Jimmy Weller's a former open wheel driver with a lot of sprint car and midget car background.
We see Ryan Gifford in the 2 making the move to the inside of Dale Quarterly. 3 wide down the backstretch. A little contact as well.
Alex Bowman, the 59, jumps to the inside and drives it hard down in turn number 3. Able to clear both those cars.
Ryan Gifford on the apron. It might be negative banking if you're on the apron at this racetrack.
Off camber, we call that.
Yeah. And so they settle the 13th spot. Out in front, Alex Bowman running that 13th position. Dale Quarterly runs 14th. Ryan Gifford is 15th.
You see the 62 of Andrew Smith on the apron repair that left front tire back on the racetrack.
Dale Quarterly just in front of Ryan Gifford. Those two battling for position. That's for 14th.
Ryan's using the apron of the racetrack to try to get some grip there through the center of the corner. The battle for third continues between Gresham and DiBenedetto.
Gresham looks to the inside. DiBenedetto with the tire smoke a little higher up on the racetrack, and it looks like Gresham's going to take third away.
Yeah, I don't think that's tire smoke. We've seen that persist just about throughout this entire race here. I think that's, I don't know if it's from the engine or from the transmission. Remember, he had a transmission problem at the very start.
The smoke still rolling out behind that 15 as Gresham still continues to try to get by, running that lower line around this racetrack.
Dead even at the start-finish line. See if Max can drive it hard into turn number 1 and able to clear Matt DiBenedetto, and he has.
So he takes third away from DiBenedetto. Gresham now will set his sights on the top 2.
Plenty enough time to do it now, too. He's really made his way back from a late pit stop.
Brett Moffitt still out in front, trying to get by the slower lap traffic. Corey LaJoie also working his way through traffic, running second.
There's Suarez right there in the 16 car battling his teammate Dylan Presnell on the 14. Nice debut here for Daniel Suarez in the X-Team Racing car.
Suarez to the inside. Can't quite clear that 14 of Presnell. Presnell squeezing down a little bit on the racetrack, trying not to give Suarez any racing room down at the bottom of the track.
He's able to pull out in front. Suarez not able to get the power down up off of 4 from the bottom of the racetrack.
And way up the racetrack goes the 14 of Presnell this time, opening the door for Suarez. Can he take advantage of it? Down the backstretch they go. Presnell back out in front of Suarez.
Suarez got a little bit loose down in the center of the corner. Now some lap traffic. Michelle Theriot in the 45 car.
Presnell hugging that 45 as he goes through 3 and 4 and back to the front stretch.
Ooh, the 62 car is loose up off of 2 and makes contact with the outside wall. Andrew Smith's problems continue. There's a damage to that 62 car.
A lot of damage to the front of that race car, as you mentioned. Coming off of 2, he tried to correct it looked like. Take another look.
There he got sideways and almost saved it, but then it went back the other way and made hard contact into the outside wall, and that's after the safer barrier, so that was nothing but concrete there.
Tough afternoon for Andrew Smith as he will be relegated to the infield now. Brett Moffitt coming up on 100 laps. He's in front of the field.